Oops. Hey kids, Mrs. Carver. I miss you guys. How was your week? Did you have some fun with any art projects? The Zentangle using straight lines, things in your house that were square shape or rectangle shape. That's what we did last week. This week I wanted to do something with circles. So I went around my house and I looked for everything that had a round shape to do a different Zentangle project. Next time I will define Zentangle. I'm not prepared for it, but that is a kind of art with patterns, repeated lines. You could do straight edge, you could do curves. But just think of a coloring book with black ink on white paper, and then you can color in the blanks, right? So I used a rice cooker top for my rice cooker, circle. I found a cover to my sugar, or this one's a flour. And then guess what I used? I used Clorox wipes, this circle right here. I even used coffee pot. I used like this candle votive. It says love, believe, faith, hope. Anyway, I used the bottom of that. And I used, you know what this is? Oops, this is spinner. It's circles and curves. I use a spinner, a toy I found. And I think I used my tea tree oil, essential oils. I think I used my ring. And I used my contact case holder. I also use circle there. I wanted to use the bottom of this, but this was going. I don't think I used that. It was part of my plan. I don't think I needed to. So I looked around for a lot of circular shape items. And I was going to use this, but it was almost the size. This is a lint roller because I have kitties. It's almost the size of that, so I didn't use that. So you can go to town shopping in your own house looking for different shapes. And this week, if you can do something with circles, and I have a time lapse video of a project I did using circle shapes. And use your little imagination. It wasn't pre-planned. It was just spontaneous, impromptu. Just like the video I'm doing now is not taken 100 times. Take 1, take 2, take 3. This is, I call it unplugged. Just live, that's it, no editing. Just because you'll appreciate me more for being for real, right? And just as you go, I'm thinking what I'm going to do. And I decided last minute I was going to use chalk instead of markers. The first time I did markers, I love the bright colors. And I used chalk because I found it. There's so much you could do when you clean up. I cleaned up last couple weeks. I did a lot of purging, throwing a lot of junk that needed to be thrown out. And in the whole process, I'm collecting all these like art items I could use for doing art in classroom setting, Google Classroom setting remotely at my house. So it's fantastic. I also like to use big stuff because I'm cheating sort of. It's easier to cover a lot more area on your design by using fatter mediums, I guess, fatter, thicker. And this was also thick that I used last time as opposed to using crayons, which I may do crayons. It's going to get a little difficult because I do have that. These are all items I found as I was cleaning up and purging art boxes from when my kids were your age. I'm going to keep it here on this porch and continue doing more fun stuff with you guys. And I promise you I'll take you on a tour through my play porch, which is also the mud room. And I'm looking around. It's very artsy, so it fits the theme. Enjoy yourself. I would recommend you guys just starting with the largest object. Maybe pick a dozen of them. I think the last time I picked almost 20 items. But you could pick this. I saw this. It reminded me of Mickey Mouse ears. That's why I picked this one. And start with the largest item. And then you could just go to town with the next item. Something smaller that fits in that circle. And then you go a little smaller. And then you could overlap the circles. Something smaller. So start with the larger items I recommend and go smaller, smaller, and put them within each other, overlap. And even whatever medium you decide to use for coloring, whether it be chalk for pastel colors, light colors, or markers for the bright, vibrant, or crayons, it's okay to overlap your colors to see what colors come out of it. Remember we learned that at the beginning of the year? Primary colors, secondary colors, and when they overlap, what kind of colors come from that. which we can maybe touch base later. I'll type it up in writing form for something for you to read. But so have fun and enjoy my time lapse. My husband corrected me. I think I said elapse, but it's time lapse on your video. All right, I love you guys. Take care and live in victory, okay? Love you.